April 20th, 1999, students are waking up for their day, thinking about any tests that they have that day, who they might ask to the prom, and finally, what they might do after school. But I don't think any of them really thought that this could be their last day on Earth. At 11:19 a.m., two students by the name of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold walked into their high school and started shooting at students outside the school, in the cafeteria, and in the library. This massacre sparked a nationwide epidemic that our schools are not safe enough. Ever since this massacre, there have been monthly shootings that have happened, not only in schools, but other places throughout the United States. This has brought major concerns to parents throughout the United States, saying that our schools aren't safe enough for kids to get their education at, and that we need to step it up in terms of security. Ever since these shootings have started to become more prominent, we have been doing lockdown and active shooter drills in our schools. I always thought whenever I was younger that this is pointless and this is dumb. This could never happen in my school. Well, now I know that they had the same thoughts whenever they were in school, and there always is a potential that it could happen. One way that I think that we can protect our students is with ID and identification badges. Not only will this show who's in the building, but it'll also say that you're supposed to be there. Every single student and every single faculty member would have a badge. It would say their name, and it could potentially on the back say if they have any medical conditions, allergies, anything that could potentially be vital to the student's information. Instead of this just being like roll call or making sure that you can get into the school, it also shows that you're accounted for, that you are supposed to be there and not supposed to be there. It also gives students a way to make sure that they are recognized in their classes. It gives them a way to know who their names are to their other peers on the first day in terms of introduction or anything like that. ID badges are just one way that I think that we can improve our schools. Another way is with having a potential student resource officer and or police officer come to our schools. Our school has a police officer. His name is Officer Kelly. He's our student resource officer, basically meaning that he handles any kind of emergencies that would happen inside of our school relating to anything that is unlawful, potentially. But I think that since we've had him for the past few years, that we have had a decrease in fights and potential dangerous threats that have gone on just because of the fact that we have a trained professional who is there to help everybody and trained in our cities to help in our schools. That just shows that we are serious about trying not to have dangerous activities go on in our school and trying to make sure that the protection of our students is best. Finally, I think that if we have school psychologists come through and be there for students, I think this would be a great thing and a great way to have students have an out to talk to. Many students who have dangerous thoughts and or potential dangerous thoughts to others, they don't have anybody to talk to at home. So when they just come and they leave all their thoughts to themselves, there's no one telling them you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't think that. Nothing is as bad as it should be. All you have to do is just go talk to your school psychologist. You just have to talk it out. They could potentially help you out, say what or tell you what you want to hear, and just be there for you. You don't even have to have a potential dangerous thought to go to your school psychologist. If you're just having a bad day and just need someone to talk to, you can just go talk to them. I think that making our school safer with ID badges, a potential police officer, or a school psychologist can ensure safety for both our students and parents and make our school system safer as a whole. Thank you.